I had a video I was shooting. It was for Uber. I was gonna Uber Eats and just start with no money, because one of the biggest problems is agents will join, they'll contract with us, or they'll want to get started and not have a ton of money to get licenses, to buy leads, to buy CRM fees, software costs. I mean, being a broker is great, right? Being an entrepreneur is different though, because you can go sell insurance all day for somebody who doesn't require you to have startup costs. But when you're talking about running your own business, there's a couple of variables that get overlooked oftentimes. You don't want to be a sales rep in this game. You don't just want to put policies up and become a premium machine. I mean, it looks great and all. It's on, as far as leaderboards are concerned, but when you're running a business, profitability should be key. And when it comes to leaderboards, what I've noticed is that most agents who are crushing it on leaderboards, they're not the most profitable person in that agency. In fact, the most profitable people are oftentimes the most quiet people. Another topic for another video. So again, what's the difference between being too loyal to somebody, or something rather, that maybe you have high hopes for, maybe you've been kind of crushing it for somebody else and hoping that they see and appreciate you as a person and appreciate the things that you're doing for them, versus just becoming adapted to the circumstances that you currently have because you're afraid of change. So a lot of us have jobs, a 9-to-5 job. Maybe we're a contractor. We have some other source of income that we can fall back on. And that, my friends, is adaptability. And I don't think adaptability it's a gift and a curse at the same time. Because when you look at adversity in all areas of life, it's great to adapt to a low expectation of oneself when you're just becoming the person who constantly executes regardless of the situation, regardless of your circumstances. I'll give you an example. Let's say a guy is working at McDonald's. They don't really have a high expectation of earning $100,000, $500,000 a year at that job. So that lowers their level of expectation on what to expect for the next few months. So now they can raise the bar a little bit higher and be more appreciative of the wins that they get that might be smaller wins from a side hustle. Maybe they start mowing grass on the side, right? So now you can gauge where you're at. Holy shit, I'm only making $500 every 2 weeks. I just made $500 in 1 week cutting grass. So now they can efficiently make that decision to quit the job or keep the job, right? Stack the money and maybe raise a higher goal. Now, on the flip side of that, the curse of adaptability is when you start raising your level of consciousness, when you start raising your profitable levels in your business, and you guys start to adapt to 15K a month, 20K a month, and then you're just like, fuck, dude, I just feel so stuck. Like, why am I at 15K, it's a lifestyle creep. You've gotten used to these things, and now you're used to buying the better rolls of toilet paper, buying the better soap, the better shampoos and conditioners, the finer meats, the finer foods. So in lieu of your elevation in life, you kind of miss the mark on gratitude, and you miss the mark on the next goal. And so a lot of us are stuck because we've arrived. We quit drinking, we quit smoking, we hit that monthly number. And then it's just like, now what? If there's one thing I can give you guys, anybody who's watched the video this far, this is more like a rant for me. It's just becoming the person who executes regardless of how you feel. I've been seeing a lot of posts, especially around this time of the year. I know what I need to do. I know I need to make dials. I don't have a sales manager to answer to. How do you guys stay motivated? How do I stay consistent to be on the phones? Well, dude, the whole part of that equation is feel. That's where you went fucking wrong at. Feeling has no place in an entrepreneur's life. It's cool to experience them. It lets you know that your bitch ass is alive. But as far as using that as your fucking operator's manual, man, this ain't the right business for you, bud. I'm sorry. You cannot operate with the word feeling. You just have to become the person who executes regardless of feeling, right? Because it's just motion. It's just motion. Be the rock that the waves crash over.